All right, go back to the beginning. That's what we're doing. This is my Brazilian cherry and the first bed I put in with the water well style thing. So it's a nice little round berm sunk into the ground. I dug the clay back out when it wasn't growing so I could make it grow again, and I put seeds in and mulch over the top so as the water would hold into the ground better. Coming this way towards the back fence, I put in a berm because the water sheds across the land really well here because of the clay soil and down the hill. So I put a trench in there and turned the soil, and I put a plant, put this gum tree here, and that's sunken into the soil, and this coffee tree is sunken into the soil with mulch over the top. So as the water sheds into that and holds the water in, the water comes flying down the hill here, gets channeled in through here onto these plants. That way you can feed them better. The difference I've now made is I've cut a channel in here to now feed down to this apple tree, which has actually not stopped putting on new growth since I planted it, which is really good. This is a huge bowl here, which is feeding this apple tree, which is really lovely. Right beside me is a huge plateau outside the layered garden bed. It fills up with water, so I cut in a trench just there to shed the water and feed it into the tomato trees. Then I dug in this trench, which is about a foot deep, to channel the water down to the more permaculture beds, so the top one, so as it can overflow into the next one. And I'll dig more in down the paddock as I get there. And this soil berm here is to sort of channel the water to sit on this plot and soak. That way it can help break up the clay further down when I add more gypsum. And that's the beginning. And then I came through, I dug this ditch, well, hole, deep hole. I double dug it down, and this was the awesome video series I put on TikTok of me digging a hole breathlessly. And I filled it with soil and sawdust and mulch and biologicals, then planted it out with a box elder, which you can tap later on when it grows, some pumpkins and capsicums, tomatoes. Then over here is the continuation of the layered bed. I've now got to add manure and cardboard and sawdust to this, which is lovely. It's the same width but twice as long, and if you can see that, I've cut in a pathway here beside this bed, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. That's the video. Thanks guys.